Hello, Leo. Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Okay. Leo, why are we putting everything in such order here all of a sudden? Why not? Why not, I guess. Okay. Okay. That's very interesting. 1, 2. I'm just going to put them face down so I don't question them until I've flipped them. Okay, good. I don't know where we're going to put those, but... Okay. I feel like I could put out the whole deck if I kept going, so I'm going to try to stop. Okay. I like your energy. Like, I don't feel bad about what's about to happen here. There's going to be some upheavals. But I feel like this is going to be one of those examples where somebody's got to do it, so I guess it's going to be me. I'm feeling that type energy for your Leo energy, the Leo energy people who are coming to this. Temperance reversed is where we're starting. Patience has run out, has really run out. And the reason patience has run out, and that's on your side, is because of the Six of Cups in this situation. Like, it's already like, I feel like I have to ground my energy a little bit, because it's like, I'm furious about it, which is strange. I'm like, this is constantly happening. It constantly goes the same way. Had it. Just, as my mother would say, I've had it up to here. She'd smack the bottom of her chin. Reminds me when I was a kid, and we would really make her mad. That's kind of where it is, though. It's kind of like, this has gone on. Constantly happens. Same way, every time. I'm over it. I've been over it. I was over it before it even started. Because of this, and you're over it. You don't have any more patience for it. Temperance reversed is like, I'm not waiting for anything else to come together on this. It's done. I'm finished. You have the Chariot, kind of like, I'm gonna take control of this. Whether you're in a position to take control of the situation itself, or you're just in a position to take control of your connection with it, like, I'm just gonna get out of it. I'm done. Because literally, you got in the environment the Nine of Wands. Like, you're leaving this situation. Whatever it is, you're like, listen, it's enough. That's enough. And you're pulling out of it. Now, it might be hard for other people that you're doing this, and other people feel like they're left out in the cold. I'm getting the Five of Pentacles, but you're like, listen, I've had enough. I've gone through enough. I've put up with it enough. I'm out. And it's not like seriously, my stuff's already in the car. I'm just letting you know before I drive away. That's pretty much where I am right now. And you're like, I'm out. I'm done. Again, I don't feel bad with your energy. It's harsh at some spots, I give you that, but it's kind of like, nope. This has been going on too long. There's a lot in this one spot right here. There's like a lot of change energy. You got the Death card, the Tower card, literally the Change card, the Void card, the Masculine, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is on your side, which is very odd, considering you're actually... Well, I know why that's there. Okay, we'll get to that. Actually, let me just pick it up right now. You do the Chariot. You're like, you're left. You're like, bye. You're gone. And you're gone. It's just, you're gone. I don't know what else to say about it. That's why the Hanged Man is coming up with the Masculine. It's kind of like, I made my decision. I stepped away. Masculine, no matter what your gender is, it's basically saying, I made up my mind, and this is where I'm going, and you're heading that way. And you're going. You're doing it. That's just it. There's no changing my mind. It can be a little bit of a stubborn energy, but you made up your mind. You made up your mind. Hanged Man is telling me at this point, you're looking at it like, well, there's no turning back now. It's kind of like you're in the car, you're going down the road, you've given back the keys, and you're just like, there's nothing to go back to. So there's just going forward. The Hanged Man is just in that weird period where it's like, well, now how's it going to shake out now that I've done this? Like, what's going to happen next now that I've done this? That's the Hanged Man for you. When you're doing that in the actual environment, the Tower card's happening, the Change card is happening. These are very similar cards. The Tower card is next to it, I feel like, to really emphasize that like people are really shaken up about this. Somebody's really shaken up about this. This is a very dramatic change. Very dramatic change in the environment. The Death card, the Void card, like there's nothing left. There's nothing for them to try to win you over with. They can't win you back. They can't convince you of anything. It's too late. It's like it moved on. The change is here. Your leaving has the Tower card effect. Like you not being a part of this is a very dramatic change to this whole situation. It's not a lighthearted anything. It has to happen. It's going to happen. It is happening. Somebody else in the environment after you leave will take over is what I'm getting. Queen of Coins shows up in the environment. King of Coins shows up in the actual situation. Whatever it is you're walking away from, something else is coming in to take over. And I don't see that really being like a bad thing. It's kind of like you decided to move on. You were fed up with it. I'm out. I'm gone. Something else takes over that energy. The Queen and King of Pentacles here, this is telling me something else is taking control and just doing what they want with this situation. I almost feel like it's kind of like you're out, you wanted to be out, and now there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to feel bad about because the situation is taking care of itself. That's how that feels. Like it's taking care of itself. There's a weird feel with it. It's kind of like... I don't know. I'm getting this King of Cups reversed coming in next. Kind of like, I almost feel like you're checking back to make sure things are okay. Because after this happens, like you're out, you're done. And you said you were done and you got fed up and you left. Whatever that means in your situation. And I'm getting like other energies are coming in to pick up the slack and taking care of it the way necessary. The Knight of Cups reversed is this next card in the actual what's happening between you and the situation. I have to just go at it directly. There's some very unhappy energy here. Somebody's going to be nasty to you. I feel harsh words going your way. I think I was trying to walk around it, but I've been like, no, just say it for what it is. Harsh words coming your way. Yeah, it's very strange. Your reaction to this is the Six of Pentacles. Kind of like, well, I'm not really surprised. Whoever is saying nasty things to you, and it's harsh words. It doesn't have to be nasty, but harsh at the very least. It's harsh. You're not surprised. You're not surprised in the least, is what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. You're just like, yeah, well, that was going to happen. You're not surprised. I'm not feeling like right off the bat you're really bent out of shape about it. Not right off the bat. And I'm seeing discernment here, kind of like, well, it is what it is. This happened, that happened. I needed to get out of this. People being upset, sometimes that happens. You gotta crack some eggs to make an omelet. So, I don't see it at first really getting under your skin. I really don't. Discernment is saying, well, yeah, I kind of expected that. I feel like that's where you're standing. Like, yeah, I kind of expected that. That was gonna happen. Where this is going next is I feel like there's still some details that have to be finished off at the end here. And I'm getting like there's some controversy here. There's some conflict between you and somebody else. But I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles is like while you're working out this conflict, you're more centering on your next goal, your next level of involvement. Where you're going next is where you're putting all your energy and where you're heading to next. Your next endeavor, whatever you're leaving this to go towards, you're centering your energy there. I feel like that's better. I think that's why I like your energy in this. It's kind of like, yeah, I did it abruptly, I had enough. But when you're going into the next situation, people around you are trying to cause arguments. I do feel like you're having to argue with people every now and then, but it is what it is. You're centering the majority of your energy on where you're going next. And I feel like that's what's going to make this go better for you, is centering your energy where you're going next. In this situation, because there's so much aggression in the actual Five of Wands here, you centering your energy somewhere else seems to be making things a lot better. I feel like you're trying to detach from it. You're seeing a lot better things in your future, and you're just kind of like arguing about things that have already been done. Like it's just keeping me from what I actually want, and you're not willing to waste time on it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about it really. Because they're saying like the less energy you give to like just having arguments about something that's done, and the more you center on your future, the better your future is. Just kind of like you have a lot of energy. Usually Leos have a lot of energy. All of that you're funneling into where you're going next. You're addressing things and handling things where necessary to tie up the past, but the more you let that go and put your energy towards the future, the better it gets. That's the best I can say. Like there's a really positive energy going forward, a really positive energy. I think the whole point of this reading is, and I don't want to negate it out, because I don't want to center on the negative, but like there's some really negative energy coming at you. But the more like address it where you have to, avoid it where you can, because it's like, and I've heard this from other people, and like age doesn't matter, but I know some Leos that have gone through the mill a few times, and it's not like you can't deal with it. It's not like you can't go head on into a fight, but it's kind of like stopping to argue with somebody just to argue with them. And then, like, for example, you have, if you want to go to a concert and somebody, like, gets it in your way, and you end up arguing with somebody for an hour and a half, and you end up missing half the concert because you were arguing with somebody, it's a waste of time. It's not serving you to sit there and argue with somebody just because you can hold your own, but letting it damage the rest of your day, like spending the hour and a half arguing with somebody rather than just going forward and going towards the concert and enjoying the whole concert instead. And I've heard this from other Leos. Like, I'm not a Leo, but I've heard this from Leos, to where it's like, I can fight people if I need to. I can get right in there and hold my own. But when it's going to damage my day to do something, when it's going to like suck time out of my day when I'd rather be having fun with somebody else, I will walk away from that fight because it's not serving me, and I'm not going to let it damage my day just to prove that I can do that. I know I can do that. Why do I prove to who? Why? Moving on from it. Moving on. You have your attitude and enjoy it. I'm going to go and do what I actually want to do and enjoy my life. And I feel like that's what they're saying. Don't waste your time on people who are upset with you. If you have something to say, right to the point, move on, go to something that you enjoy. Don't waste the time on it, because you know you can hold your own. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. Let it be. And I feel like that's what they're saying. All right, I think we're there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. It'll be at the bottom too. Thank you.